Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Attack Productions. Today, Bancroft being joined once again by Tanner, Matt, and Jake.
What's up?
Hey.
What's going on, y'all?
In today's matchup, we got Tanner versus Matt. Tanner doing what Tanner does, is playing Surge Broly, but I will say he's borrowing decks right now until he gets back to his pure form. And Matt's playing one of my favorite decks from back in the day, Pilaf. So let's get into this.
Yeah, this was an attempt to try something different. This is it's pretty much Pilaf with some fun red tech. You will have to watch the video and give me your thoughts. It was an experience.
I will say Pilaf has the ability to go super aggro. But you have to wait till like turn 3, I think it is, for it to get to that point. And sometimes going mid aggro may not be good enough. And Surge Broly can potentially clear boards with on play effects and ruin your combos.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
With Pilaf, with the 2-drop mechs, it is turn 3. And you use the Shenron Unison to essentially free play one from hand, and then you get the other mechs from your deck. So turn 3, you can really start to see some movement. But the deck certainly has its limitations.
So, were you worried about establishing your chain fast enough? Like, did you feel like the removal of your battle cards was imminent, or were you more just kind of going along, seeing what happened?
I mean, I didn't have high expectations for the deck. I thought it would probably be able to win a game or two. Knowing, against Red Green Broly, which is, Surge Broly, which is definitely one of the stronger decks in the meta, I had zero expectations of winning this game, but I was surprised by, and perhaps I'm not piloting the deck well, but I was surprised by how ineffectual it was at times.
I think there's a lot of potential in the deck, especially in this matchup, because a lot of the pieces fly under the Violent Rays, which allows you to put on that early pressure, or maybe mid-game pressure. But the leader also likes to stay on the unawakened side at that 10k mark, so I feel like it pushes the awaken a little bit early, which can hurt the draw engine. So if you can't establish a Piccolo, or you can't establish some sort of alternative draw engine, I think Pilaf can apply some pressure. And you and I had talked about the deck, because you had talked about how you wanted to play it, and Bancroft had played it before, and it's a deck that I've built in my mind but never done. I still think it has a lot of potential, but I know you said you were just saying you felt it was pretty underwhelming. Do you think it could be better if you really honed it in or worked on the ratios, or do you think it's just a dead leader for where we're at right now?
I would be curious to see what an expert pilot of the deck like Bancroft could do with it in today's meta. I am inclined to think, I played between, Saturday night and then on Sunday before the wrestling pay-per-view when we played some games. It did not perform well. Like, I had Fluff play my blue Gogeta Soul Striker because he didn't have any decks when he came over Sunday night, and I played Pilaf. And, I mean, it was just a bloodbath, and Fluff had never piloted my version of Gogeta Soul Striker before. It's just, I don't think it's particularly competitive in this meta.
So, Pilaf saw a really good rise before the ban of Tau and Belmont. Because what people would do is they would flood the board, free play Tau, use Pilaf's Castle to pop the Tau to play another Tau, Belmont the board, play that one. Then you could potentially overwhelm, and I think the leader could just pitch 3 battle cards to give a Unison triple attack. So if you already have an established Unison, it can attack as well. So it had like really great free play aggression.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got hit, it kind of neutered it to a sense where now you have to like, okay, cool. Let's go back to what it had originally and what can we add from this point on to make it good. And the secret rare I think you chose is a great option because it can be searched with this deck, which is the Go Hex.
No, yeah, I mean the using the 1-drop Pilaf to search out the Go Hanks is fantastic. One thing I've thought about is I don't think it's a good idea to play the Go Hanks with the Shenron Unison, where you pay 3 energy and then you play the Go Hanks with 2 markers. I think you need to cast the Go Hanks for 4, if not 5. Bancroft had Go Hanks already come out when oh gosh, you just said the character's name, Mercenary Tau, when Tau got banned.
Yeah, it was after. It was. No, yeah, I'm sorry. Taliban was before, I think.
Maybe it's around the same time, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because didn't Tal get banned
because of the
at the same time? Yeah,
he got banned because of the King Vegeta.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I was not thrilled about with the free play Piccolo Unison card. I can't think of the name. Well, he's not a Unison; he's a battle card. But
King
he's free
Piccolo,
play.
Evil something. I don't remember. I know you're talking about one double strike that warps itself.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that should have been limited in certain decks. I don't know if I don't know if they've ever passed a rule saying if you're playing such and such leader, this card is limited. But it was such a piece of tremendous and useful red tech, and I feel like all red got punished because of King Vegeta, and I don't think that was fair.
Here's the thing: when Tau came out, it was made initially for this archetype, and then whatever people wanted to throw together afterwards because it was you were so quick to get 3 cards on the board. I think if Tau was rephrased to if your leader's Earthling, or not Earthling, sorry, if you have 3 Earthling battle cards on board, not just 3 cards, that would have changed a lot of things. But I do understand the reason of getting rid of it.
Yeah, and I mean,
I do want to point out something real quick because this is the turning. This is like the key turn in the game, and you're going to see a couple key mistakes made.
I think this is a mistake.
Well, numerous mistakes are made here, but of those numerous mistakes, Bancroft, I swung with the 4-drop. Would you agree that the 4-drop is better used? The 4-drop mech is better used as a defensive piece?
I think it depends on the situation. You swung with it too because it negged out his card, and you swung just to finish it off, right?
No, the reason I swing with the 4-drop is I forgot, like an idiot, about Tanner's combo killing ability. So I decide to push really hard here, and you'll see in a second that I swing with a card that's been negged heavily just to get 2 combos on the field, so that I can play Goku, Divinity Seeker, or the red Goku that's just dominating the game right now. Is it Rival?
Divine Presence again? Or something
Divine
like that.
Presence.
Yeah. And of course, I quickly forget that, unfortunately, I forgot about Tanner's combo killing ability. So this is the turn, and I think I still lose the game, even if I had not made this mistake. But this was just, in addition to costing myself a blocker by swinging with the 4-drop, I cost myself 2 cards unnecessarily in a failed attempt to try to play Divine Presence.
Right now, there is no combo killer on the board, but I assume it's
coming.
I'm saying it's a change.
Yeah, so that's where basically the thing you got to do with Broly in the Awakened turn to essentially get 3 cards and 2 untaps. You combo with whatever you're going to combo with right off the bat to get the draw on the leader side and proc that. And then you go into the Awaken, draw your 2 untapped 2. You've already got your multicolor in. Then play the Go Tanks just in case if you have it there. Again, that's anybody who's played Surge Broly knows you're tracking how many dormant legends you've got in the drop versus the deck.
And there's the combo killer.
Yeah, so there comes the combo killer on that.
And not only that, on play it negs out 2 cards, I think, too.
Yeah, correct. 2 cards ignoring barrier, 15k. So I go for
my 4-drop is now at 5, and my 4-drop is now at 5k, And what you're going to see here is my foolhardy decision. Well, first I swing with the Piccolo.
Which I was not expecting. I should have, but I was not.
What are you at, 3 life, Tanner?
Yes.
Yeah.
And truth be told, I think anybody who's watched the myriad of Serge Broly videos that have been on the channel in the last couple weeks, the deck likes to play towards turn 5, and once it gets to that 3 energy, it defends the 3 energy with, as much as it possibly can. And truth be told, I was thinking about this match on the drive home. I probably missed the timing window. I know you and I were kind of playing a looser game, but I probably missed the timing window on the combo kill, and you probably should just stuck the let that guy stick.
No, it didn't matter. I mean, I'd already lost one game. And we played in a friendly earlier, so I knew I wasn't gonna, win this. But here I am swinging with the 5K. The 20K Pilaf reduced down to 5, and and also I rushed it out so quickly, not to try to cheat, just because I was tired and trying to get the game over with. So I didn't give you a proper timing window to kill one of those combos.
Yeah, and again, you and I play. It's always if it's serious business time in those instances we play. A much tighter game. But like you said,
looks like you just killed one right there.
Yeah, I do. We slow. We run it back. Whoa! Like, give me a second here.
What I should have done was play a combo, say response. Play a combo, say response. To give you the full opportunity. But I mean, in a game like this, where it's pretty clear you're going to win regardless, I'm not gonna. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I had just gotten bodied a game earlier by Heroine's Lineage, so.
That was
is that on channel?
No,
unfortunately not.
I wish, dear viewer, I wish you were watching that instead of this slop, because that is one of the most brutal losses I've ever seen in locals.
To sidestep real quick, Tanner looked at the guy's hand before he went for his play, knew he had it, and then comboed everything on double strike.
Oh, that's right. You played Peekaboo Broly earlier.
I wasn't gonna bring that part up.
Yeah, I got tunnel vision something fierce, because what I was basically looking for is I wanted to get the secret rare on board. So I got the secret rare on board, brought him down to 1 life, and I just went through that traditional order of operations where it's like, okay, whatever swing you can get the secret rare out on board, that's where you kill him. And realistically, I was just like, okay, we're good. He can't combo. I'm going to combo out, be done, good to go. And it was like, oh, shit, that's right. You've got to deal with that. But it was a good learning experience. It's I feel like it's been a little while since we've seen a good Heroine's Lineage at the shop, because not that the secret rare has gotten bad or that it's been outclassed.
Pan just kind of, Pan does kind of outclass it.
You think so?
Pan outclassed Pan is outclassed Kai of Time.
Pan is really solid, but that doesn't mean Lineage is a bad card. You're right.
Yeah. I do want to say something about Pilaf before I forget. I think it suffers from there's a better leader out there syndrome. It's the mechs are cute, right? Like, they're good 15k bodies. They play off of each other. There's a lot of quirky things you can do. But it's like, okay, you can just sub out that package for some Saiyans and play Bulma.
Tanner, real quick, that was really dirty.
Well, which one?
Knowing that the Broly give himself double strike, you decide, instead of going for like a swing with the 6k Broly on board, you decide to play Piccolo just to burn a life because he had negate.
Yeah.
Oh man, like that. I was thinking, like, okay, cool. Tanner's trying to get him down to 2 lives so he can give himself double strike. And as soon as you played that, I was like, wow.
It's and then I think I combo out here for good measure. Which it was a fun game, needless to say, though. I mean, it was. I like the deck. I like Pilaf. I really do. I like Serge Broly too. Shout out to Nick for letting me borrow the deck. I still think the Acrobatic Warrior is a better inclusion, but Nick doesn't run a lot of 5Ks to spam him out. or not 5Ks, 5 drops to spam him out. So in next
Ooh,
deck,
borrow my search rolly next time.
yeah, there's something just disgusting about swinging with, Eradicator of Peace. Okay, no, or even if they do negate,
Take
great,
2.
activate Alliance. Yeah, take 2. If they don't negate, it's like, all right, well, here's a quad strike for $1 billion coming at you.
And with that being said, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Keep on those buttons down below and on the screen. Well, I'm going to pass it to somebody.
Read your cards, know your plays, pike on his cannon, and fluff out.
Fuck you.